Murder in the morning from the Hidden Killers podcast.
And our number is 888-554-5537 if you want to weigh in on any of the stories that we're talking about here on the show. 888-5-KILLER. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Tony Bruschi. Stacey Cole has the day off. The Alex Murdaugh saga, I'm sure you've been following it along with us, but another tentacle of the saga is the Mallory Beach boat accident case, and that has now kind of unexpectedly come to an end with a settlement that has been granted and agreed to. And I'm gonna go through the story, and then I want to talk about it a little bit in terms of, was this justice being served? Or, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things in this case that it seemed Alec found a way out of again, quite honestly. We're talking about the boat crash that took the life of 19-year-old Mallory Beach. Beach's family has lodged a wrongful death lawsuit against Alex Murdaugh and Greg Parker, owner of the Parker's Kitchen convenience store chain. As litigations have proceeded, the nexus of the Murdaugh family's alleged misconduct and the fatal accident became even more pronounced. The boat crash took place in the wee hours of February 24th of 2019 when Paul Murdaugh, in an intoxicated state and underage, this is the one that Alec killed along with his wife, reportedly crashed the boat into a bridge. Tragically, Beach was thrown off the boat. Her body recovered a week later. She had drowned. It was later discovered that Paul had unlawfully purchased alcohol at Parker's using his older brother's ID hours before the crash. And the ensuing legal battle, some parties implicated in the Beach's family suit have chosen to settle, including Buster Murdaugh and the estate of Maggie Murdaugh. However, Alex Murdaugh and Parker's Kitchen opted to face the trial. Yes, which is set to commence on August 14th. However, not so much anymore. A significant development took place during the recent hearing when the presiding judge consented to dismiss the claims against the late Paul Murdaugh estate. The Beach's family attorney, Mark Tinsley, revealed that it was found that there are no concealed assets in Paul's estate. So, what should be done? It kind of goes back into the hands of Parker's at this point. Parker's and lawyers representing them presented a motion to sever their case from that of Alex Murdaugh's and also sought to transfer the trial venue away from Hampton County. The county is the same location where Alec was previously tried and convicted for the murders of his youngest son and wife. Legal team for Parker's argued that the plaintiff aimed to conjoin their case with Alex in order to incite the jury's anger and to utilize the substantial financial resources of Parker's for compensation. In an intriguing turn of events, the judge denied Parker's motions for severance and a change of venue after a brief recess. Marked the second time Parker sought a severance. Initially, the court agreed with Parker's assessment of the potential prejudice of facing trial with the Murdaugh defendants. However, this decision was later reversed without a clear explanation. What then happened is even more surprising in the events of this case. A settlement was reached. Yes, that's right. A settlement was reached in this case. $15 million is what it is going for. Parker's deciding to settle directly with the Beach family for that $15 million. And they cited this as well. Even if Parker's was found to be 1% guilty of any crimes here, they would also have to pay 100% of the judgment if this had gone to court with Alex Murdaugh. So they decided as a company, you know what, we're just going to settle this ourselves and end this, because us going to court with Alec, not a good idea. So $15 million to that family. And is this justice? I suppose in some ways. The store itself denying any wrongdoing, stating that we legally sold that. And if you are following the law, you do know Paul and Buster look fairly similar. So it would be one of those situations where the brother took the ID of the other one, went into the store, and bought the liquor. beyond looking at the ID, scanning it, and make sure it was legal, which they did, what would you do? Would you go and ask for a birth certificate to match it up? Would you do some? I mean, at some point, you have to look at a convenience store who did their due diligence and say, look, they did their due diligence. The true crime happens here where Paul takes Buster's ID or gets it somehow and buys the liquor. That would be on the Murdaughs, not necessarily Parker's convenience store. But when things get so convoluted in this tank of horrors that is the Alex Murdaugh trial, you got to do what you got to do to get your name out of that tank of horrors. And I think that's what Parker's was indeed doing. What would be much more satisfying, though, I'm sure to everyone, is if the check that's going to be cashed didn't say Parker's, but instead said Murdaugh.
You're consuming the Hidden Killers podcast.
Want more? Start binging on all of our true crime podcasts right now through Apple Podcasts and get an ad-free experience when you sign up to be a True Crime Today Premium Plus member exclusively on Apple Podcasts.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast dropping soon.
Press subscribe now.